Assalamualaikum. Hello, my name is Irfan Shazri bin Napia and I will start our group presentation. My group has visited a once of famous stamping factory in Klang Valley, which is Tohoku Wada Industri Sdn Bhd, Malaysia. So, our content of this presentation will be introduction, findings, discussion and continuous quality improvement, or will be known as CQI. For introduction, our group will share details about the company. In findings, our group separate into two sections, which is findings A and B. Findings A will present about manufacturing process and quality assurance, and findings B will present about product and problems faced. How company overcome problem will be details in discussion, and improvement for product and management will be presented in CQI. As you can see, in introduction, I will be present. Next, for section 2 and 3, Isfahan Julia and Hakim Roslan will be presented respectively. Takif Lee Abdullah Lee will take a responsibility to explain in details about our group discussion, and finally, Akmal Arif Lajis will be conduct our CQI. For the full name of the factory we visited is Tohoku Wada Industri Malaysia Sdn Bhd. They was incorporated in Malaysia on 11 April 1996. Tohoku Wada Industri Malaysia Sdn Bhd business include press stamping of connector pins and its related parts for electronic industry. This factory located in Teknologi Subang High-Tech Industrial Park Shah Alam, Selangor. For environmental awareness, this company got a certification on ISO 9001 and ISO 14001. The main shareholder is Wada Industry Company Limited and it's located in Yokohama City, Japan. That's all for our introduction. Next, I give this floor to Isfahan Julia to continue the presentation. Thank you.
So my name is Isfahan bin Julia and I am from group 4. So today we are going to talk about the connector pin, and let's go on to the next slide. So as for my part, I will be talking about the findings. I will talk about the manufacturing process and the technology employed, and the design concept and the quality assurance. As in manufacturing process and technology employed, there are 5 processes involved for the manufacturing of the pin connectors that is being manufactured by the Tohoku Wada Industries. We have stamping, automatic inspection system, electroplating, injection molding, and also the final assembly of the connector pin. Let's go on to the next slide. So basically, the technology that is employed into the connector pin is that it actually designed to be miniaturized so that it could conserve space and also conserve some weight, so that basically when we design connector pin to become small, it can delivers its intended application to use as a pin to deliver high levels of power and data. And also when we talk about connector pins, usually they are coated by a gold. This is done in order to increase their performance in terms of electrical conductivity, because they have a stable chemical properties. Since imagine when there is a material that has a good electric conductivity but poor chemical properties, the item or the material would literally melt. So this is not what we wanted on a connector pin. That's why we use a gold coating or gold plating in the connector pin. So the first process in the making of connector pin is called stamping. As we could see on the photo over here, this is the machine called vision inspection machine, and the compartment over here is what we call a stamping machine. So this stamping machine, we actually insert the thin metal strip first, and the high speed stamping machine will stamp the thin metal strip, and the resultant would be the connector pin. As we can see here, this is the product, the connector pin. The connector pin will be wound into the tape feed roller and then goes directly onto the table of vision inspection machine in order to detect any type of defects after the stamping. So this is the second process that will be done after the stamping process, which is called automatic vision inspection system. In this system, the connector pin on the work table is inspected by the use of front camera and the top side camera. So this camera is used in order to capture the image of the features of the connector pin that has just gone through stamping process in order to compare between the connector pin that has just undergone a stamping process with the ideal image of a connector pin stored inside of the memory of the computer. If the connector pin that has just been manufactured has acceptable range of score compared to the ideal image of the connector pin stored in the inside of the memory, then this connector pin will have a pass grade. So in electroplating process, the connector pin would be coated with various metal coatings like nickel plating, tin plating, gold plating, and etc. This is done in order to prevent oxidation and enhance the electrical conductivity of the connector pins, as well as to provide stable chemical property towards the connector pins. Since the connector pins is usually used in electrical appliances to supply electrical energy, hence there would bound to be heat energy produced, hence it would affect the connector pin itself. So the connector pin needs to have a coatings so that it could resist to temperature change inside of the electrical appliances so that it would not be melted. In electroplating process, after the process has been done, the connector pins may experience defects such as distortions, cracks, or deformation. This is actually the same case with the stamping process, where the same defects can occur. So they need to go through the same process, which is vision inspection machine. This actually goes through injection molding process as well. So after the electroplating process, we have the injection molding process. In injection molding process, we inject molten plastic into the metal film and then we quickly cool it. In this process, we did it in order to make or to produce a box base for the connector pin to be mounted onto the box piece. So basically this is basically the creation of the housing of the connector pin itself. The defect during this process is called leaking. This is due to the molten plastic that cannot fully fill the mold, and other defects that occur is due to the partially clogging of the sockets. This product need to be inspected through the vision inspector machine in order to see the defects on the products. After that, the product can be re-evaluated and reassessed. The injection molding process is the last process for fabrication of the connector pin and its housing. So now we went on to the assembly process. So in the assembly process, there are two ways to assemble the plated pins with the housing. So the first one is to insert the pins individually, which means to insert one pin at a time. And the second one is by combining the pins, which means by inserting multiple pins with the housing at the same time. So when we are talking about the design concept of a connector pin, so basically it is actually a device that used to connect and disconnect electrical circuit. Basically, connectors have a structure of contact and housing, where the contact is usually to make a electrical connection towards the electrical appliances for supply of electrical energy, and while the housing provides insulation towards those who operate these appliances. So basically, in the fabrication of connector pin by Tohoku Industries, they actually make a quality assurance during the fabrication process of the connector pin, and we could see it basically they implemented the quality assurance through the defect prevention using automatic vision inspection system after the stamping, electroplating, and injection molding process. And secondly, the process of the fabrication of the connector pin itself is process that is oriented, where the implementation of SOP or standard of working procedure is done in order to optimize the production line and to ensure that the quality of the product is controlled. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Hakim Ruslan. I will continue the finding part B. In this part, we will discuss about product produced and problem faced for our product. In Tohoku Wada, they are expert in produce connector pin. Connector pin commonly used for signal connections or to distribute power within a control panel. It simply connects to conductors with a common junction point to allow electricity to pass through. What are the usage of connector pins? Connector pins are mostly found in electronic parts such as in laptop, mobile phone, and automobile. In laptop, connector pins are used in memory card, memory socket, and hard disks. Meanwhile, in mobile phone, it is used in LCD slot, battery connector, and SIM card slot. Furthermore, in automobile, the connector pins are used in power steering control, airbag, and engine control. Let's move on to the problem faced for the product. We found that product defect is the major problem that we face for the connector pin product. Product defect can be defined as an imperfection or abnormality that affects quality and function of the product. These are several product defects can be found in connector pin, such as bent pin, incorrect pin height, missing pin, and incorrect align pin. All these product defects can damage the mating connector during assembly process with the other electric component. Here are some suggestions or recommendations on how to improve the quality of the product. First, we can use the pattern matching tool, which can help locating and classifying pins and patterns. It can provide a suitable place, patterns, and location of the pins. Next, we can use the telecentric lens to check the alignment of pin correctly. This telecentric lens can help to remove the perspective effect such as bending. It can help to easier to check that pins are all straight. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a good day to Madam Asana. My name is Muhammad Takifli bin Zakaria Ali Abdullah, and today I'll be talking about the discussion of our project. What is the suitable manufacturing process to produce connector pins? Metal stamping. Metal stamping is a cold forming manufacturing process used to transform flat metal sheets into specific shapes. This complex process makes use of dies and stamping presses to convert metal into a new shape. During this process, the material will be subjected to pressure that will shape and shear the material into the desired shape. One of the technologies used by Tohoku Wada is a metal stamping machine, which is widely used in production facilities and metal fabricators offering stamping services. It is a fast, highly durable, and cost-effective solution for large quantity manufacturing needs for both short or long-term production. A profile projector is also used by Tohoku Wada Industries. The profile projector is primarily used for measuring dimensions of the connector pins to ensure the quality is always met. One of the problems faced from our visitation to Tohoku Wada is that the staff working there is lacking knowledge of the machines in the factory. For example, Mr. Sam, the person in charge of handling our tour around the factory, was struggling to answer some of our questions regarding the metal stamping machines. The other problem is that they don't have enough manpower to handle the amount of metal stamping machines in the factory. Only a small amount of certain engineers can handle the machines. This will be a problem for the company if something were to happen to the machine and nobody can take immediate action. We would suggest Tohoku Wada to give more knowledge to their staff regarding their machineries and hire more people that can handle the metal stamping machines. Last but not least, some of the other products that can be produced by metal stamping are automotive parts. Metal stamping processes are used to create a range of essential automotive parts and are incredibly cost-effective solutions for manufacturing customized automotive parts. Some of the parts include horn buttons, steering wheel components, brakes, fuel injectors, and many more. Not only that, but because metal stamping can be used on many different types of metals, aerospace companies such as Hudson Technologies can work with a variety of high-grade aerospace materials such as aluminium 6061, titanium, and many more. Some of the equipment produced by Hudson Technologies include oxygen generating systems, military aircraft housings, and enclosures. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Akmal Arif bin Abdulaziz, and today I'm going to present Continuous Quality Improvement (CQI). There are three main points of continuous quality improvement. The first one is invest in machinery. When we invest in machinery, we will get better quality of product due to new technology of the machine. The second one is it can increase efficiency of production compared to the old machine. And the third one is it can reduce cost of service maintenance. So my second main point is proper waste management. We need to place waste product in a separate room away from the production line. What I saw last time in the industry visit, they put waste product in the same place in a production line, which is not very good. They need to separate away. And the last point is improve quality control. They need to go through double inspection for every product. For Tohoku Wada industry, they have go through double inspection for every product, which is good for improve the continuous quality. That's all from us. Thank you. Kami tutup presentation kami dengan serangkap pantun. 2, 3 kucing berlari, mana nak sama dengan kucing belang. 2, 3 boleh ku cari, mana nak sama dengan madam yang seorang. Sekian, terima kasih.
Here are some appendices that we attach as evidence for our industrial visit to Tohoku Wada. Thank you to Tohoku Wada and especially to Mr. Sam, the person in charge, for having us and great explanation during this industrial visit.